Good morning. I'm Rose Riley, and I'm the gardener here at the Cogswell Garden at the Webb Dean Stevens Museum in Wethersfield. Sometimes daffodils grow into great large clumps with a lot of foliage and almost no flowers, sometimes no flowers. The solution to that is to dig them out and replant them. So today we're going to do that. So let's start with this clump here. We're going to dig this clump out, and we're going to dig carefully around the outside perimeter of the clump so that we don't damage bulbs. As you dig, you can lift them. Whoops. Now, whoops. Normally I would dig the entire clump, but let's just take this portion of it and gently pull the bulbs free from the soil. What we're going to do with this clump is separate the bulbs by bulb size. Now we're going to divide the bulbs according to their size. It might help to wash this clump with water so that you can more easily see the bulb size, but we'll just do it this way. Some of these bulbs are still very little and will take a number of years before they grow into blooming size. Others are very near ready to begin blooming, so maybe in a year or two. And others are quite nice sized bulbs and might bloom next year and certainly the year after. These bulbs, which are quite small, can be put into a nursery bed, and in a few years they will have grown enough to bloom. These larger bulbs can be replanted right in the garden. I've prepared a trench down here in a part of the garden where I would like to have daffodils next year. What I will do is simply put these guys in the trench, sort of arranging them the way that you might arrange bulbs when you plant them when they're dry. Let's see, we have one more. And you'd like them to be planted more or less at the depth that they were growing at. So you can tell that by, seeing where the really green parts of the stems begin. So tuck the soil in around them. I'll plant these other guys later. Give them a drink, and they'll be ready to go. Another thing you can do with bulbs is let them dry out. Find a dry place for them. The inside of a garage is great. And just let them dry. The foliage will slowly wither. And then keep the bulbs dry throughout the summer and plant them in the autumn the way you plant a newly purchased bulb. So, when your daffodil bulbs become overgrown, dig them out carefully, separate them by size, take the largest bulbs and plant them in the garden where you would like daffodils next year or the year after. And take the smaller bulbs and put them in a nursery bed where they can grow on until they're large enough to bloom.